Hello everyone, welcome back to Artsicles. So today I'm going to be starting off a series of Among Us war scenes. And these war scenes are actually inspired off of real original Among Us Logic videos thumbnails. Except I'm just going to be adding some improvisations and edits. So it's basically me inspiring my sketches off of their thumbnails because I think they're very creative. So this is my very first sketch that I'm going to be starting the series off with. And as you can see, I did some thumbnailing and I'm going to be sketching it out on my watercolor sheet. So in my thumbnailing, the top left corner is the overview of basically the whole painting, the sketch, and then followed by that is some characters. And in the very bottom is the background. So without any further ado, let's go into the video. So whenever I do thumbnailing in any one of my sketches, then I first start out with sketching out the basic overall photo of my sketch, and then I'm going to separate them and draw single pages of them so I know how I'm going to detail each of them, whether it's character-wise or background-wise. After I do that, I'm just going to put on some color comps, how I just put it out here, to just know before I do my sketch as of what colors I'm going to use and how well they're going to combine together, so I really know it before I start the whole painting. So now that I have finished my entire thumbnailing as well as the color comps, I'm going to be starting out my real sketch. So now I'm going to be getting out the outline straight into my page. And whenever you're starting out your real sketch after many thumbnails, it is very important to level out your proportions because as you go through the process of your entire sketch, you will go through many different sizes of the sheet you're working on, so it will vary. So I would recommend you to first think about the proportions and then sketch out the outline, because then it'll be very easier. So now I'm working on the character, which is, according to the video, called Mother, and she has two babies, one on her top and then on her side. So I'm just going to be sketching out those. Now that I finished sketching out all the characters overall, I'm just going to be improvising on the king role of this video, which is the Among Us character that I'm just sketching out right now. And I'm going to be sketching out a bowl of cheese, because apparently this guy is called Mr. Cheese. So now I'm going to be starting the coloring process of my sketch. And I'm going to start with the king roll. A tip that I use for myself every time I use markers in my sketch is that whenever I'm using any markers really, and I'm trying to shade with them, but they don't really level out and they look too sharp, then what I always would use, and this tip always works, is that I would use some water and a paintbrush, and I'll dip the paintbrush in water, and then I will just carry it out onto the two colors that I think are too sharp, and it would just smoothen it out at least one bit. And that's exactly what I did in the purple Among Us character and the cyan Among Us character. And this doesn't just work with watercolor markers, it works with every kind of marker because they have certain pigments that allow it to be very easy to level and shade with them. And now we're going to start on the background, and I wanted it to be much of a galaxy kind of background, so I decided not to use my markers for this part, and I used my watercolors. Now that I have finished my background and my characters overall, I noticed that there was some leftover space on the very top of the galaxy of the paper, so I decided to fill it up with the Among Us logo. Another tip I want to add in this video is that whenever you're sketching out a cartoony image instead of a realistic one, then the perfect way to add the cartoony effect really into your sketch is by outlining it not so perfectly. As you can see in my sketch right now, I'm leaving some gaps, and it's like dot 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 line dot dot line, and in that pattern. So I noticed that it really does help give it that cartoony effect. So this one's a must try if you really want a cartoon effect for your painting. And that's the final output. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and personally I enjoyed a lot, and I'm looking forward to drawing many other Among Us Logic thumbnail sketches into this Among Us series. And if you did like the video, then do like and subscribe to Artsicles, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!